afternoon, and welcome once again to working. I'm on my way to work a little later than I would be normally because we're pouring out on Lummi Island. We're pouring a footing out on Lummi Island. It's been a while since we've worked out there, and because we're pouring on Lummi Island, we are slaves to the tides. We can't bring a pump truck out onto the island until the tide is at +4, I think, and that will be until the 1:30 ferry. So the pump is coming on the 1:30 ferry. The mud is coming on the 2:10 ferry. Mud is the concrete. We're coming a little bit before the pump. This should be a pretty simple, pretty easy pour. It's a footing that was kind of a hassle to set up, and I'll show you why when we get on the island. But the pour itself shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, with all the caveats that I have to put in front of the fact that we are pouring on Lummi Island. You never know what's going to happen with the ferry. You never know what's going to happen with the spacing of the trucks, if the trucks will get on which ferry when. All these variables are completely out of my control. We set everything up. We're all ready to go. So fingers crossed, the trucks will come on time and we'll be able to get this thing poured and not get stuck on the island super, super late. We shall see. Well, here's what we have going on. It is a footing for a private home. Pretty small footprint, but there are a lot of interior footings. Some steps. There's some annoyance just trying to get everything to fit into the dig.
but nothing too horrible. And we do have some high footings in the back that we couldn't really get away from, because we had to have our step be exactly 2 feet. So it shouldn't be difficult to pour at all under normal circumstances if we were on the mainland, but it's just a matter of, will the pump get on the right ferry? Will the concrete trucks get on the right ferries? Will we get all our trucks close together? Are we going to be waiting forever? Are we going to get stuck out here? All the normal fun stuff that happens when you're pouring on the island. But we shall see. Suppose we could move these long 2x8s as well. If they could nose all the way up, then there would be room for the concrete truck to turn around. Should be getting here any minute. Nice, peaceful, bucolic out here. Hot. Hot today as well. I'm walking down to be there for the concrete trucks, well, for the pump truck at least, because the GPS does not actually bring you to the proper place. So they might get confused. It's you. How's it going?
I got the gravy run today.
Oh, nice. Now you'll get a little vacation to the island. Yeah, so you should be able to nose in pretty far. We're hoping you can, and then maybe the trucks will be able to turn around instead of having to back the whole way. But yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're up by that one there?
Yeah, well, we're up that way.
Oh, okay.
I think he can get in there. It's pretty tight, but he might be trimming some trees.
So you're thinking,
So I guess you could set up there. The truck could use that to go up and turn around.
Yeah.
Or you could just come up in there and you could use this. I don't know.
yeah, I could nose up into there, then they can just pull in here and
Back in.
up to me. I don't know if they'll be able to turn around though. They may have to back out if they do
They
that.
may. There is, it's nice there's a turnout there that maybe a truck can wait,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, right now he could come in here head first, nose up into there.
yeah, I
and
think
then
he
back
could.
into there, and
Yeah.
then maybe this is best.
That might be.
Yeah, we'll just put it right there.
Sounds good.
You gotta make it easy for them. They're the weak link in this whole thing.
I won't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're way off the ground in the back there, so we'll
Okay.
try to start dry.
Okay.
So is that still the only pump that can fit on?
We have one other one that we could probably get on if we had to, but
And you guys need +4
plus
+4 feet of tide.
yeah, it has to, you can't go on a real low tide.
Well, I know that concrete trucks is not quite as restrictive as you.
No, because it's that bottom of that hopper.
Yeah. This time of year, the +4 is kind of hard to come by.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what the exact tide used to be, but I know we had. I got hung up on it today, but They unloaded every car in me last, and that doesn't work out well.
yeah.
I have to keep half the cars on there, because then the boat's like this, I'm trying to get off, and I was spinning trying because my hopper was sitting on the deck.
Well, that's a bad sign, because I think that was the high tide when you were getting on there. I don't know if it's as bad coming off the island, though.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
This one had some annoying angles. I just want to see, now that I have this little angle reader, how close are we? It's about right. Well, the concrete truck just drove right past me. I think I hear his backup tone, so hopefully he realized his mistake and he's coming back. Anyway, we at least have one truck on the island. Here he comes. You should be able to go in head first. We think you can turn around in there. Well, we've got the truck. The pump is situated, so you should be able to pull in and just back right up to him and then get right out again. It's pretty long and narrow. Were you the only one that made it on the ferry? Okay. All right, cool. How much did they put on you?
Mine's 3 3/4.
Okay.
I expect the first 2 will be, and then the last one will be 3.5.
Alrighty. Yeah, 3 3/4 plus 3 3/4 is 6 or 7.5 plus 3.5 is 11. Yeah, it's pretty remote.
Going to do a land sell off here? Pull off a plot of land?
I think it's, the family's owned this for years. It was a ranch, but they've divided up some of it, but now they're building a house.
A house?
A house. I mean, it's small footprint, but it's like 2 stories, I think.
Just up right up the way.
At least we got one dry one.
Yeah, you never know.
It'll dry out.
Get a little drier.
Yeah, or you want to go to that stuff?
Whichever way you think.
We'll go there. Because I'm just worried that next one's going to fill for 5.
Okay.
I have no faith in their ability to...
Yeah, we've been using Cowden a lot lately. Initially just because they could get us trucks.
Yeah.
Now it's not so bad with Cadman, but still I have to say the drivers are a lot better with Cowden.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fine, but the general average driver at Cowden is a little better. Well, not that we've had.
Yeah, no, well, they got one.
Oh, yeah, remember that one doofus?
Yeah, John. The old guy with the white hair, the little guy. Yeah, he's kind of the one. But the rest of them are pretty good.
He was the guy that washed up on the road, remember?
Oh. Then the next truck next to us, that right there,
He was happy.
Yeah, he just washed right up in the gutter.
Oh, really?
Oh shit, we didn't take those stakes out.
There goes the profit of the job.
I know. With all these angles, I had to set hubs for all my corners.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go back the other way now?
Yeah, go get that other step down,
Yeah.
yeah.
go back over so we can get it pull up that side there.
Couple more strokes.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about the weight there, Justice. We're going to have to clean a bunch of this out of here. That should do it.
Time we get this truck here, that'll be rock hard.
Yeah, with half a yard in the pump, it's about right. Well, that's one truck down. They're short loads, so it doesn't get very far. Let's hope we have enough mud. Well, the next truck just drove by again, apparently. Ooh, what are you? Is that a bird? Some kind of critter. I saw a smashed snake on this roadway too. I think it was the pump truck that did it. Feel a little guilty about that. I'm really hoping we have enough mud. I ordered a yard more than I figured, but I figured we were gonna lose a little bit too. And when you're on the island, you don't want to come up short. So please don't let us come up short. Get my steps in today. Where did he go? Number 2. mag is broken, making it a lot harder to finish this than it should be, because I'm right-handed, so it wants to go in that direction. Poured this last bit pretty wet, but it is setting up pretty quickly. Not in any danger or anything, but I just want to get done before the pump is done cleaning, because I don't want to get stuck behind it in line for the ferry. That's my main concern right now. Sure, it was in that truck for a long time. You gotta beat Brian. Yeah. Look at this. Every time I try to do anything with this mag, I can't scrape the footing with it. I don't know. And it happened like right after I bought it. Things are like 40 bucks.
These are like, well, now they're like 30, and Huskies, and they've been really good.
Yeah, where did you get that? And I might do that next. It's ridiculous to buy a Marshalltown and have it crap out so quickly. The thing I love about Herodotus is that he was just a dude who decided to travel around to find things out. Like he traveled...
Well?
I don't know. We don't know a ton about him. We know he was from Halicarnassus, which was a Greek city-state.
Some kind of well.
Yeah. It was a Greek city-state in Ionia, I believe, in on the west coast of Turkey. But like he traveled to Egypt. I can't remember if he said he traveled to Babylon or not. But he had definitely traveled all around Egypt and a bunch of places just because he was curious. What's that?
Okay.
There was no Baghdad then.
Baghdad was an ancient city.
No. I mean, I'm sure it's old in our terms, but there was a Babylon back then. The shovel probably needs to be washed. When he was traveling in Egypt, it was already part of the Persian Empire. And that's the other thing that's interesting, is obviously there was a big Greek-Persian war, but you could still just be like a tourist and wander around places, you know? Gotta go. Gotta catch that ferry. Jeez.
I didn't want you to pop your tire.
All right, I'm gonna go jump in that line.
All right, well, have a good one.
Good to see you, Brian. 4:07. Considering all the delays, waiting for trucks, we didn't have two trucks on a single ferry. It was a truck on separate ferries, so we were having to wait. There was downtime for that. That's pretty good. I can't remember when the next ferry is. It might be a 4:20, or it could be a 4:30. I think it's a 4:20, and then oh shoot, I might not make that. And then if I don't make that, I don't think the next one's till 5. Can't start it. My little car on this horrible gravel road. Not made for this. These horrible pointy spall rocks. I could easily puncture a tire if I'm not careful. Okay, the race is on. Well, not yet. Slowly. I desperately need some water. It was a hot day today. That mud went quickly. Obviously, it was sitting in the truck for a long time because they were waiting in line at the ferry, then on the ferry, then on the way here. So the longer it's in the truck, the more heated up it gets and the quicker it goes once you pour it. But yeah, that went fast. Okay, now the race is on. Yeah, there's a 4:20 and the next one isn't until 5. If there's a line at the ferry, I will be screwed. I'm gonna have to wait for 40 minutes. I want to speed, but this is a small little island where people don't speed. It's 4:12. The ferry leaves at 4:20. 4:20, bro. And like I said, if there's any line at all, I'm not gonna make it. Come on. There was an old woman driving in front of me at literally 10 miles an hour, but she luckily was kind enough to pull over because she saw that I was in a little bit of a hurry. I gave her the island wave. I've got so much to do after work today too. I'm supposed to have a Zoom meeting with one of my supporters on Patreon for my other channel, and I don't want to be late for that. Oh! Moment of truth. How bad is the line going to be? Come on. Come on. Looking promising. Okay, that's not bad. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. Okay, if we're this close to the front of the line, we are definitely making it. All right, gang. I think that's it. Oh no, there's a concrete truck on here though. We might not make it. Anyway, it's fine. That went fine. It could have gone a little more quickly. Obviously, if the trucks had been able to get on, if we had been able to get at least 2 trucks onto one ferry, that would have been nice. That didn't happen, but everything else went perfectly smoothly. They actually came dry enough, which was nice. We could fill up the bottom of our footings that were high in some spots. So yeah, it is a hassle working out here on the island. Everything's just harder, everything takes longer, but considering how things could have gone, that wasn't a bad day at all. I am gonna be getting home very late, but we started pretty late too. So anyway, that's all for me. I don't have my chocolate milk, unfortunately, but if you are just finishing a long, hard day of work yourself, have an ice cold bottle of chocolate milk for me. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't, share, tell a friend, all that good stuff. Let's grow this channel. I like this channel. I'm sure you probably do too since you're watching it, so let's make it grow. See ya.